97 Facts and Stacks podcast.
Okay.
Subscribe
Right.
now. Check them out.
All that.
Tune in, and it's just like that.
Hey, let's go. Live back in the building. Pop-up TV. You don't need TV because we popping up. Facts and stats back in here to make it clear. Coach, you ready for the basketball?
Man, we got March Madness coming up. We got women's college basketball. March Madness coming up. We got the playoffs. We got the WNBA getting hot and spicy. Man, listen. Basketball is on one right now.
Hey, this is basketball season officially, y'all. So y'all know y'all got to chop it up with us. Y'all know we got that exclusive. What's today? Wednesday, right, Coach? Shit, the tournament starting tomorrow at 12, y'all. The tournament starting tomorrow at 12. So if you ain't put your brackets in yet, this is what we here for. 15 minutes on the clock, Don. We're going to go through a little freestyle real quick. How you want to start it off, D?
It's a lot of ways, because remember, this is college basketball we talking about, so it's a lot of teams you could dissect. But you can't go through all of them, man. We're going to need about 16 hours to get through all these teams. So I'm going to start off with the favorite. Houston. You know, you got the coach. This is last year. The Final Four in Houston this year. So how great it would be for Houston to win that championship. They got that boy Walker, Jarice Walker on there, putting up points, looking like Julius Randle out there with the size.
Okay.
When you get to the paint. So I'm liking the way Houston looking, man. They got some good guards out there. They good length. So that was one of the powerhouse to make it to the Final Four to me.
Okay. So I don't remember what bracket Houston in, bruh. But I don't got them in my Final Four, man. I think UCLA. Is UCLA on they? We got to do our research a little bit more. But I got UCLA going. Maybe I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm too much into the game that we broke down versus Arizona. But they look like a good squad, like a real contending squad in that, bruh. Plus the experience they already got from the years prior. A lot of juniors and seniors. I say they make it to the Final Four. John Wooden to be proud.
Okay. Now let's get to the type of game that I like. And that's Arkansas, baby. Arkansas, both of their guards. What we got?
Talk about them.
Anthony Black and Nick Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Straight buckets. They play on both sides of the floor. That's what I like the most. You got two energetic guards, and Nick Smith looking like Donovan Mitchell on the offensive side. The way he just facilitated in the middle and got the mid range, the floaters, listen. I'm looking out for Arkansas. Arkansas is a real come up, and
hey, I got to back you up on that point, bruh, because they one of my sleepers just for them two reasons. That backcourt, bruh. They listed Anthony Black as a point guard. He's 6'6" out there. So I'm like, let me see what it's looking like. I turn on the highlights. My man rising on people, bruh. He dunking on shit in the lane. Your boy Smith Jr. be facilitating, like you said, throwing them the alleys. He catching them jumps, bodying people. Them two guards is not somebody you want to see. But let me mix it up, though, because, one of them lady guards you don't want to see, Caitlin Clark. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. 3 straight years in college basketball, averaging, 27 points per game. Threes is crazy. And she giving them 8 and 8 on the side like it ain't. Stop playing. Iowa to the Final Four. Iowa the favorite.
Number 1 pick in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
We calling that? Okay. Let me break down the best player in the NCAA then. Brandon Miller from Alabama. Cuz it's tough. Could finish with any hand. They saying that he's similar to Kevin Durant. When it not now, we talking about when Kevin Durant was in college. The game that he had, the way he could get to the rack, the way he could finish with either hand, the way he could pull up for the mid range, the way he could still shoot from the three. Brandon Miller got the whole kit, people. This might be the first round, the number one pick coming out for the NBA.
I'm with you right there, bro. I feel like Brandon Miller. What I'm saying though, I gotta shout this out too. Since we on the college basketball route, real quick, let me do a sidetrack. Of course, Victor from overseas. A lot of people saying he gonna be the number one pick coming out, but I see like 4 to 5 top projected picks for the NBA draft is coming out of the G League. The Ignite is coming out of a couple of different squads. They got Brandon Miller ranked 6. I don't mean to knock him. That's just a point overall because I rock with Brandon Miller game. He remind me a little bit more of Paul George when I watch him. Like his movements and body language and the way he shoot and dribble and all that shit. So yeah, he definitely one of the best. And I got them in the Final Four too with UCLA, and I throw Purdue in there too. Zach Edey. I don't know if he coming out this year, but whenever he do, that's a top 5 pick.
Shit, coming out, that boy gonna be a problem in this goddamn March Madness. That's
Who
gonna be hard
stopped
to
7'4", 300?
That's gonna be hard to stop.
I mean, it's only one team that might could stop him. Shout out to Maryland. They got him that second time around. We was talking shit.
Let's
But
get
that
it.
second one, they got him. They a sleeper.
We in there. Jamari Young, senior. We got a lot of seniors on this team, right? And we good at home, but we some shit away. So that scares me a little bit going into this March Madness because we don't get no home games. We're not playing in College Park. So they're gonna have to show us, that they can win these away games. Well, it's a away game either way, but they gotta show that, they can step up and win out, not in their own house.
For sure. So we always rooting for the home squads. They got an 8-9 matchup. Of course, I'm gonna pick them in that. I think they got Alabama in the second round, though. That's gonna be a hell of a try to do that.
We gotta get past West Virginia first.
West Virginia, that's who the 9 matchup is. That's gonna be a good game to watch. I come back to my 4 on the men's side, but I want to shout out the ladies' side real quick. Shout out to Gabby too. Went to school with her. She high school basketball coach right now for the girls. And I asked her, I'm like, yo, who your Final Four? So I'm gonna tell everybody I ain't watching enough to know, but she did. So I'm gonna trust her judgment a little bit, right? She say Iowa. I'm with that. Caitlin Clark, 100%. Say Ohio State in there. Now at 25-7, that's cool, but I'm gonna switch that out and go with Maryland, who was 25-6. You know what I'm saying? 1 spot ahead of Ohio State for the Final Four. 3, Indiana. I remember that's your team. That's her team. She a little biased. So I'm gonna go with my team, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Throw them in at the 6th seed, you know what I'm saying, to the Final Four, the sleeper. And then the last one, South Carolina. I'm with her 100%. South Carolina dynasty from Aja Wilson to Aaliyah Boston to everything that they done had there the last 5-10 years. So that's what I go with for the ladies for.
Okay. So to finish my side off, y'all know what it is, baby. Howard, baby, we in there. Howard versus Kansas. I'm telling you now, this will shock the world. I'm going with Howard, baby. You thought I wasn't?
Okay.
You thought I wasn't? I'm going with the Bisons. I might be up Georgetown when the game going on, just hanging around the fans, just feeling the atmosphere. Like Howard, baby, let's go, baby.
Go, Howard. HU. Let's go, HU.
Yeah, that's a big accomplishment, man.
Hell yeah. I can't remember the last time Howard was in a tournament. So, hey, take your shot. I mean, of course, the way college basketball been going, you never know Shit, I ain't even did a bracket the last 2 years because my bracket be messed up the first day every time, bruh. But that's how I go though. My last four on the men's side, I'm gonna go with Texas. Now, once again, I might be a little biased, but what I seen versus Kansas in the game we broke down, crazy. But then they flipped it and did it to them again in the Big 12 championship game, got them up out of there. I really feel like Texas could have been a number one over Kansas, but you know, I ain't on the committee and all that shit. So I say Texas make it to the Final Four from that 2 slot. And yeah, bro. Shout out Isaiah Wong from Miami, too. Beast.
Crazy. But I want to piggyback on Texas real quick. Texas had a lot of growing up to do. Remember, their head coach got got fired in December. So they had a lot of growing up to do without a coach. So it was a lot of on-court talk and communication going on. So this Texas team, like you said, they might be deadly going into this March Madness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to see what's up, though. All right, so we're going to get on to the next topic. Let y'all lay down on the college basketball for a little bit. But we're going to get on to the NBA. And we're going to get on to the MVPs. But I say MVPs, but it's only one. It can only be one. But I mean, we'll go with top 5 just for fun, you know. We starting at that, Coach, 501.
I gotta ask you that, man, because I don't even know. Debatable is debatable either way.
Yeah. I feel like if the people pulled up just to see this topic, they want to know who the MVP is. Start at 1.
Joel Embiid. Listen, I know Jokic had more games. He had 61 games. Joel Embiid only had 54. But I've been on Joel Embiid ass about missing a lot of games. Guess how many games he's played similar to? Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay.
They both played 54 games, so I cannot be biased about how many games Joel Embiid played. Now, this is why I put him over Jokic. Embiid putting up 33 points as a big man, averaging 33 points. Still doing a double-double, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. But they've been on a spree lately. And also, he beat Jokic on the one-on-one matchup, put like 40 on his head with like 16 rebounds, I believe. It was crazy out there. So I'm gonna give it to you all them years that we snub Joel Embiid for not being the Denver Nuggets and doing the stat line and not having a good record. It's no excuse this year. It's no excuse why my man shouldn't get the MVP, man. And how that look, Jokic getting 3 MVPs back to back, and then dude don't play no defense. He had the lowest rate on the defensive side. We can't
now
keep
your
doing
real
this.
feelings coming out.
We can't keep doing it. We can't keep respecting somebody. But Joel Embiid, at least he played 2 sides. At least he's, a force on the defensive side. Like people realize put Jokic in their scheme on the offensive side because they know he's trash at defense. So we got to put that into accountability. 3 years in a row, and you still, hey.
I'm gonna start at your last point because I like that. This feel like a trilogy boxing match. This feel like a classic, a 3-round rap battle or something where it's like, ain't no way this shit a gentleman's sweep, bruh. It's no way. Embiid got around 33, 33 and 10, leading the league in scoring as a big man. You know what I'm saying? 45 and 22 record, similar record. He win behind Jokic right now. But people switch up their argument. Last year, the argument was, okay, Jokic going to get it because he ain't got Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, and he still got him in the mix. Now he got him there, and he the 1 seed. That's cool. I'm not saying 1 seed bad, but what I'm saying is we can't pick and choose the narrative. You feel me? I understand what Jokic doing, but at the same time, Embiid, he that nigga, man. He the MVP.
So obviously, I got Jokic at number 2. for obviously reasons. You can't just ignore an average triple double. You can't ignore that. Like 24 points, 11.9 rebounds, almost 12 rebounds with 10 assists, and you at the top of the Western Conference right now. I can't ignore that. I can't. So I still got Jokic at number 2, holding it down strong.
After
Straight.
all that shit I said, facts though. After all that shit I said, of course Jokic number 2. Start off with the 3 MVP that he could win in a row. Last person to do that was Larry Bird. Now, what I want to give him credit for more so than anything is him getting his weight under control and keeping it under control. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough thing for anybody to do, let alone, you know what I'm saying, the basketball player that's playing, 8-9 months out the year most of the time. In the bubble, when he came back out the bubble, I was like, who the fuck is that? Is he going to be able to back somebody down? Is he going to be able to still, give people that bow? Shit. He's still giving work in the post.
My number 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo, leading the league. I mean, the Eastern Conference right now. My man still putting up good numbers, over 30 points, 31.5 points, 11 rebounds, 5.5 assists. He's still holding it down. He's still holding it down. It ain't like he fell off or something. It's just that these two big men is doing crazy numbers right now that we cannot just let back. Got to give him their respect. So I got Giannis. He's nowhere near Jokic and Embiid right now in the race, but he had a strong 3.
Hey D, get off my list, bro. I'm trying to do my thing right now. Giannis at number 3. I got him right there too, bro. Of course, everybody talk about Jokic's chance, but Giannis got 2 of them things too. He could be a 3-time MVP. You never know. He's still in the mix right now, but bruh, the shit he be doing, like, you know how some players get hurt and then they need like a warm-up game, they need a little bit of this, they need a little bit of that, get their feet wet. Giannis is crazy, bro. I don't know what he hurt. I can't tell. The way he came back versus the Kings, we're going to talk about that in a little bit, man. That's 3.
My number 4, I'm still on your list. I'm still on your list, Rob. I know you got him right here. Jason Tatum. We cannot forget what Jason Tatum did for the 3rd part of the season. He was actually leading the MVP candidate for most of the season. It's been a drop off lately, but can we say that he's more focused on just getting to the finals? You know
Definitely.
what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We've been hearing the talk in the media about the only thing that matters with Jason Tatum is getting back to the finals and having a good series. So I can see what the drop off is for Jason. He got more things on his plate to worry about.
Yup, you still on my list, Coach, and I'm gonna start with your last point again, because I'm with you. I just feel like they're getting a little bit bored right now, and even with all that, they still number 2 in the East. I respect that. Jaylen Brown missed a bunch of games this year too, when he's still been holding shit down for real. So that's extra points towards the MVP. And speaking of points, averaging 30 clean, career high in points. And don't quote me on this. I think I might have heard this John off a telecast TV or some shit. He might be in line for the most points in Celtics history. You average the most points in Celtics history, you doing something. That's 4.
All right, before I get to my number 5, since I'm sweating your list so hard, I want to do something real quick. One name on my honorable mentions. Now, if you don't have one of my honorable mentions, I know we got the same 5. We got to.
Okay.
So real quick, James Harden, got to give him credit. averaging a double-double, going crazy right now. High win percentage. Luka, come put him in there. Their record is a little too iffy for me right now, but he still got crazy numbers like 30 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
Yeah.
This is crazy. And then
So
I want to shout out Alexander from OKC. Going
SGA.
crazy. Just an iffy on the record right now, but putting over 30 points as well. I believe like 32 points, averaging 32 points. Crazy. So none of those your number 5. If not,
Nope.
my number 5 is Sabonis, people, from the Sacramento Kings.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So my man
Oh.
Sabonis, out of all these people I named, played the most games, 65 games, right?
Right.
Second in the West right now. Dog. Now, some of that have to do with De'Aaron Fox. They got a nice team over there. We're going to get to that later. But my man Sabonis is putting in good work. Averaging 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. So he got the record. He got the stats. Let's give my man his credit.
See, coach, man, this where we part ways at, bruh. Cause you got the right team, but you got the wrong player. It's De'Aaron Fox at number 5, averaging 25.6 assists, 4 rebounds. Start off with the point overall that everybody been saying that this is a down year for the Western Conference. I don't care what it is. Third seed is third seed. They only one game behind the Grizzlies at number 2. We don't know if Ja gonna come back. I heard he met with Adam Silver. Heard he had a meeting, interview with Jalen Rose and all that. So we gonna see how that play out. They still got an outside shot at 2, but I feel like he number 5 in the MVP because he leading the league in fourth quarter scoring, bruh. Fourth quarter scoring when it come down to clutch time, about 9 to 10 points a game. He the fastest player in the NBA. So when he cash in that mid-range, niggas really ain't got no shot for real. Yeah. Shout out to the Kings, though. Shout out to the Kings. We're going to get on to the next topic, still NBA. We're going to break down. Damn, we should. Matter of fact, we're going to switch it. We're going to go to the last game first. 5 minutes. The Bucks beat the Kings 133 to 124. What you see in that game?
First half, the Kings had it. Second half, the Bucks had it. They turned on the Jets on them. And like I was saying earlier, let's break this down since we went there, since you flipped it on me. Sabonis, 23 points, 17 rebounds, 15 assists. I was hearing you talk about, De'Aaron Fox, how he take over in the fourth quarter. What that remind me of? The Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. I'm not saying that they is that. I'm just saying the similarity of Sabonis. You carry the team, hold the team down. De'Aaron Fox, you take us there. You know what I'm saying? I see the similarity in that. But De'Aaron Fox couldn't take him there today, but he put up 35 points with 8 rebounds. Still went crazy.
Yes, sir.
But when Middleton come off the bench and give you 31 points with 9 assists, that is something different. Now we know Giannis 46 points. That's crazy, but it's the pieces around him. Middleton, Lopez, Holiday looking like an all-star guard this year. Just getting Crowder on the team. Crowder ain't do too much. Porter ain't do too much. Allen ain't do too much. But you still got Lopez. You still got Middleton that helped you out this night. The Bucks got a nice little squad over there, man. They going into this playoffs looking like a high hope to make it out of the East.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna start with your last point first. You know I like the rebuttal and shit, man. The Bucks, man, the Bucks, niggas don't be saying it, but the Bucks got a big 4 for real, for real. The Bucks real life got a big 4. Brook Lopez is the truth, people. Came in as a top 10 pick in the NBA draft, was averaging 20 with the Nets for a few years coming in. Now he flipped it to the back end of his career. He good for 20 damn near every other night. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes 30. So he wild with it. And then this game was wild too, because just watching the highlights, I ain't see the game. Watching the highlights, you see the pace of the play, bruh. Every highlight, somebody catching the ball on the run, going straight to the lane, dish it out to the three. Oh, Giannis, get in the lane. Oh, spin back on them, dunk on the. Giannis like go gadget or something, bro. He just stick his arm up there, that jump on. Work he was doing. They couldn't keep him off the free throw line. Of course, Middleton did his thing and all that. And yeah, the Bucks is the truth. The Bucks is the favorite in the East right now to me. Even though, yeah, matter of fact, they is the 1 seed. I was about to say they're not the 1 seed, but they still the 1 seed. The Kings is the 3 seed on the other side, like I was telling y'all, and they got a couple things to work on, but at the same time, they sharp. I rock with the Kings. They got a good squad. Of course, we talked about Fox, talked about all his skills. Coach gave y'all the stats, a bonus. They a great pick and roll. And also it's like they a great switch up because De'Aaron Fox, fastest play in the league. So he gonna push the pace, the tempo, a lot of fast breaks, right? But then you got Sabonis who not as quick, but he can shoot the trail three. So that means everybody fast breaking. He jogging to the 3-point line. Oh, nobody see me. Let me shoot that jump. Oh, y'all couldn't get something in the open court. Bring the ball back out. I'm about to post up. Oh, let me get that jump. And then when he get it in the post, he could shoot the jump with either hand. He could face the basket, shooting a lefty, so he unorthodox a little bit, and he could pass the ball. It's the reason why he was an all-star this year. And it's a reason why they're gonna be a problem, especially with Kevin Huerter. Shout out to Kevin Huerter. Y'all hear me stuttering because I can't wait to say he came from Maryland. Maryland University. Shout out to Maryland, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them Terps. Y'all better be West Virginia. Y'all better have somebody out there shooting like Huerter, though. That boy had like 20, 25 points. Damn near 30 points, something like that. Sound like Charles Barkley, 40, 50 points and shit. But Huerter did his thing. Kings did their thing. It just wasn't enough for real. Just wasn't enough.
Real quick. The Kings
Coach, that
deep.
wasn't enough breakdown from you. I'm trying to get you back on the show real quick, but I'm going to take my time, though.
Hello. Mic check 1, 2.
I would say it's getting dark out here, but at the same time just went back and shit, y'all. So it's y'all like bright as hell out here for this time. Y'all would have caught me last week, would have been pitch black in this motherfucker. Patience is the key, y'all. Patience is the key. You only got one more game left anyway. Trying to think, is there anything else I want to talk about? Well, I got the time.
I don't want to talk over
the Lakers. Last time, I don't know who last time I was on the show. Maybe it was a couple shows ago. I was talking about
leave and come back.
How Anthony Davis was getting. Well, they were saying Anthony Davis was hurt with a back injury, but matter of fact, I'm tripping. I'm thinking back injury because they said he wasn't going to play because it was a back-to-back. That's what I said on the last time. This time we got the same situation, back-to-back in Houston tonight, and they officially saying, it's not me this time, it's the coach Darvin Ham saying it's the organization holding AD back from playing back-to-back games. Now, it's a lot of load management. It's a lot of less practices. It's a lot of less things the NBA players is doing nowadays. But to hold Anthony Davis out of a back-to-back just because you think he's fragile, that's bad luck in and of itself, bro, for the organization and for AD. Let that man play. If he hurt, he hurt. But if he's saying, let me rock, it shouldn't be on no organization to tell that man not to play. We lose to the Rockets tonight. Somebody got to pay for this shit. My fault, coach. I had a little extra time.
Oh, you see me now?
Yeah.
All right, cause you can't hear Dom, but all right, we gonna keep rolling. All right, so I was saying, the Kings got a good bench. They got a Donovan, not Donovan. Is it how you Davion?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Davion Mitchell. Nice. Remember from last year coming out the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Got was the last year or the year before?
Yeah, it was last year.
Last year, what Keegan Murray? Keegan Murray crazy. Trey Lies. They got a nice bench, people.
I forgot
So
they got Keegan Murray. He
Malik
came, he
Monk,
came out this year.
yeah, Malik Monk. So they might be a young team, but at the same time, they got some pieces over there that could make some noise in this playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
For sure, for sure. They do, bruh. And niggas is looking out for the Warriors and the Suns to make some noise too. Don, let me get the last 5 minutes on that clock. The Warriors beat the Suns 123 to 112. And this game came on Monday, right? We had a long day Monday. We was recording another show and shit. I get back to the crib. I'm like, I usually don't even lay down and watch basketball. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fuck around and miss something, right? But some told me, nah, just go ahead and put this game on, bruh. I ain't need nothing but the first quarter to show me what was gonna happen in this game. And that boy Clay, that was old Clay right there. That was old Clay. What'd he go? 18 in the first, 15 points in the second. I don't even know what he ended up with, probably 40 something. But it's crazy because Clay, bruh, he been on one ever since Steph been out for all them games. For real, for real. It's giving him an opportunity to just be his old self for real, in a different kind of way. So that's what I see started off.
I want to start off by saying I was so pissed at myself after this game ended. Earlier that day, I had a conversation with Heavy Stepper. Heavy Stepper is an active fantasy basketball player, right? The sports book, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was telling me, man, Klay Thompson, man, you better put him down 5 threes. Put him down 5 3. Steph Curry, put him down. I know they about to go off tonight. I had my parlay ticket all set out. I had Giannis going over 30. I had Clay over 5 threes. I had Steph Curry over 3 3. I'm talking about everything I had on my parlay ticket happened. But I didn't fucking place the bid.
Damn.
Mo, what I saw in this game, Mo, I'm so mad about that. But what I saw in this game, Mo, is
It's
that
crazy.
the difference between the shooting efficiency. You got a Steph Curry, 4 from 6 behind the arc. 4 from 6. That's efficient as shit. And then he still hit you with 5 from 6 from the free throw line. And then, like you were saying, Klay Thompson was 8 for 14. Not 8 for 16, not 50%. 8 for 14.
Damn.
So they was efficient. But on the other side, Chris Paul, you had Chris Paul miss 4 threes. You had Devin Booker take 2 threes. He missed both of those. Like the efficient difference. And if Kevin Durant was there, I feel as though that could have balanced that out for the Suns. But hey, man, don't let the Warriors, don't let them Splash Brothers get the cooking at a time like this, man. Because the West is wide open right now.
Okay. So a couple points on that at the end. Golden State overall, they just ain't look the same to me this year. Not just to me. I ain't breaking no news. They ain't look the same to nobody this year. They round 500. They about the 6 seed. Steph done missed a couple games. The defense just ain't look the same. We gonna see in the playoffs though. We're gonna see, because of course they're gonna be a tough out in the West wide open. But as far as the Suns, I don't like the look of this, bruh. I don't like the feeling that KD having to come back off another injury and having to be the savior, bruh. Because that's what it is feeling like right now.
But
Like,
ain't that's a beautiful storyline.
it is.
Beautiful
It would
storyline.
be for KD to just walk back in the door and just be like, nah. Matter of fact, we're going to the finals.
Take them all the way to the finals. Still showing efficient. Man.
Is he gonna be ready for the play? How many weeks we got to the playoffs? What? 4? Probably got 4.
About 4 weeks.
Shit, we gonna see, man. We gonna see. It's gonna be a beautiful thing to watch. Hey, we gonna be back for y'all next week with the basketball. Low.